These things hit like a truck.
Prepare yourself, Desna.
I need a route to
Guide
kill
my
that thing.
hand.
It's okay, we can do this without Sheila.
All I see is blackness.
I mean... Everyone on this thing. Aru, you get
Make your
it there.
peace.
Who needs a tank when you have a rogue? I do. I need a tank. Aru, have to kill this. Why are they on me? Everyone is on me.
Prepare
Here.
yourself.
Go. Aha.
I shine.
Goddamn archers. Okay. Now. Sila. Oop. He was back. See? Nothing happened. She was always here. On the floor. She was always here. Go. Go. Heal her. Nice. Now she's back with having almost no AC at all.
Else we miss all the fun.
Not gonna grab these now. They're just gonna slow me. And what are these things on the floor? I'm gonna save. I have no idea what these things do. I'm sure there's an order, and I'm doing everything wrong. But, you know. There has to be an order. Oh. Everything is dark. So this dude is the chieftain. But how do I know which one goes first? The follower, the stranger, the stargazer, the mother, the pack, the wagon, the patriarch. Huh. There has to be an order of the daggers. This has to be the thing of the daggers. It has to. I guess we'll find out once we go through one of these doors. Go. Hi.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Knowledge world. Oh! Hello. Who are you? Metasophin.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Oh, he has all the Sarkorians here. Ah, it's you again. Demon flips through the pages of an ancient tomb with a bored expression. He does not seem at all surprised by your arrival. Sorry, I'm busy now. I don't have time to chat. You'll have to find something else to do. For example, you can try and save those fools over there. Nura! A surprisingly familiar face appears at the demon's side. Nura gives you a sly wink. You want the respect of her. Okay. Look, Master Metasophin, put aside your dusty old books. We have visitors. Ramian! Commander, you're here. Praise Desna. Stop the demon. Don't let him steal these sacred tombs. They contain all the information we've gathered about the word wound. With knowledge like that, he can... Aw, you talk too much. Bored now. Let's spice things up. You either save those idiots or chase after me. Oh god. They're gonna hate me. But if I don't save them, it's an entire civilization. Like, going back. I mean, we thought all Sarkorians were done, right? We thought Sarkoris only had, like, descendants of descendants of descendants that fled Sarkoris a long time ago. But now... we are actually meeting actual Sarkorians. Oh, what do I do? Okay. I'm gonna save them. Well, I'm not going to let you escape, you boorish lout. Oh, she's going along. Oh. Oh. Huh? Excuse me. Why doesn't that surprise me? How many times have you switched sides? Do you keep a running list of her betrayals? And then I can actually fight him! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go. You gonna rage, and you gonna charge. No, you don't need to charge. Just go.
No secret can escape my prying gaze.
Okay, I know. I'm fighting. Whoa there. Rue is really mad at him. Rue is really mad. Severely mad at him. Okay, he hurts. I see that. Amber, use that spell.
Surprise!
Oh, nice. And he's down. She didn't even cast haste on us. Nice.
Forwards. No.
I can't believe it. We managed to do both. Oh, yes. Yes. Good job, Nora.
Let's check a leg.
Let's save. I'm gonna loot the books. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the books. Books are nice. I like books. Let's get these books.
The road calls me. I'll
Let's
take the
also
bait.
loot Mutasafin. Whoa there. That cloak. Whenever the wearer of this cloak is attacked in melee, attacker must pass the fortitude saving throw. The sig is okay. Or becomes sickened and vulnerable to acid. Well, I don't have any one that actually deals acid damage, so it's fine. Suppose that now I'm gonna have to talk to people. Right. Okay. Alright. Let's go. A familiar Arsimar gives you a courtly bow. He looks pale and tired, and his golden hair has lost its sheen, but his smile remains as bright as ever. You're here, Aygan. Incredible! And how happy I am to see you. So far from Dresden. Who could have guessed? Truly, Desna must have arranged for us to meet. It's good to see you, my friend. Darren smiles. Aww, I love when they're this cute. I'm glad that you're alive and well. I don't have many good memories of Canabras, but I always look back fondly of the time I spent there with you. I'm glad that you have survived. Alas, in these difficult times, there are many who have not been as fortunate. I hope that after all of this is over, we can meet up again over a glass of wine, just like we did in the old days. We can commemorate of the fallen and reminisce about the past. What are you doing here, dude? I had a dream. I was standing right here in this place, and the northern lights illuminated the starry sky above. Suddenly, the waterfall parted to reveal a beautiful woman. She was dressed like a priestess, but she did not speak to me. She simply pointed in the direction of the invading demons and uttered a single name, Wrathoftherighteous. I interpreted the dream as a summon, so here I am. The goddess reveals the right path to those who are brave enough to trust their dreams. I can see that you're still following your dreams too. I must confess, your story is such an encouragement to me. Whenever I get discouraged, I think about how far you've come. How you have risen above the life you once lived. Risen above the life you have once lived. You are a motivation to anyone who follows the path of the great dreamer. Would you mind if I mention you in my sermons after all this is over? Oh, of course you can. If you think my story would be of interest, if it could help someone, then by all means, do tell my story. I have nothing to hide. And thank you for your words. How have things been doing in Dresden during my absence? Things didn't change much after you left. At least not at first. The queen, gods preserve her, ruled Dresden and prayed for your swift return. My swift return? She sent me there. As did we all. But as time passed, our hopes began to fade. Nearly 6 months after your departure, the queen finally decided to hold a memorial service for you. She was afraid that further delay would cause her to lose her tactical advantage, so she took the sword of valor and gave orders for the army to press forward. Of course, you could not leave the wardstone unguarded, so the queen left behind a detachment of soldiers to defend it. Those who wished to wait for your return were allowed to remain in the city as well. We did not have the queen's responsibilities, the duties and obligations of the crown, so we chose to wait for you and defend Dresden. You put so much effort into saving the fortress. How could we just abandon it? I know, right? And she did too, like the queen just decided to abandon it. Well, since then, things have been fairly quiet. When I left the city, the demons were still keeping their distance, but I have a feeling that that will change soon. Where did Godfrey go? I wish I knew. In my dreams, I see her walking through the hilly wastelands. But when I look closer, I realize that the wastelands aren't land at all. The palm of this Kari's hand, and I can see his gigantic mandibles looming over the horizon. I yell, trying to warn the queen, but it is all in vain. She's too far away, and no one can hear me. I wish I could say it's just a dream, that it has no meaning, but... Hi, Faye. I'm doing good. How about you? Wait, I need some water. Okay, that's much better now. How am I doing? Well, I've had an okay day. Haven't been doing much this weekend. I've worked yesterday. Doing okay, got positive for COVID again? Dude. But you've taken the vaccines, right? Including the booster? So I mean, you're gonna hopefully have minimal symptoms and keep yourself at home, right? Please? Please. Yeah, I was about to get the booster now in February. I mean, you can still get it in February. Just wait 2 weeks. 2 weeks and a half. Why didn't you go with Godfrey? Because, well, you should have seen those who decided to stay. One brave soul after another bowed before the queen and asked her permission to stay in Dresden and await your return. I decided to join them. I was caught up in the emotion of the moment. I couldn't just leave and let the demons tear apart the fortress you worked so hard to save. Truth be told, I was devastated when I realized we would have to surrender the fortress. I was so close to despair. But then I realized that the goddess was teaching me an important lesson. I had allowed myself to be blinded by pride. I thought that we could defend the city without Iomede's blessing and the help of our friends. But I am a priest, and a priest should be humble. I can hope for a miracle, but I should not demand one. And when I stopped grieving, the miracle happened. I was sent here. I don't know how it's going to be now, but I'm fine. I'm home with no symptoms. That's good. That's good. As long as, like, we... How can I say? Like, we own the responsibility of not passing it forward, no matter how we got it in the first place. You know? I think that, especially where we are from, there in Brazil, most people have to leave at some point. They have to work outside, and we know that it is just not fair, and the government doesn't do much to help us, to aid us. So, don't point fingers at those who have to leave. Do point fingers at those that, you know, have something like that and are not taking care of themselves, though. They just don't care. Those people, it's fine. You can call other names. You can definitely point fingers, and you can even point an extra finger for me. Yes. The middle one, preferably. When a mortal entrusts their life to a deity, the deity flips a coin. Heads, and the mortal's faith is their salvation. Tails, and the mortal's faith is their ruin. I'm glad that you got heads. You are so nice. I'm not sure that now is the best time to argue about gods. Do you know what, little one? I've been listening to your teachings, and when I first met you, I thought you were saying horrible things. All I heard were words of doom and despair. Yet, some people found comfort in them. Your teaching seems to help them find peace. So if your, forgive my bluntness, crazy philosophy helped you stay alive and overcome the challenges of life, then I guess that's all good. I will never truly understand you, but it doesn't matter. I'm just glad that you are alive and well. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, shadows, embrace me.
Let's go. So now I suppose I have to talk to people. There's 3 people here with names, proper names. Also, who has Knowledge World? Is it me? No, definitely not. Could be Sela. Could be... Sure. One of you two.
This was simple enough.
Nice. The tombs are filled with ephemerides, data about the movement of the celestial bodies. The data seems to have been gathered over the centuries. Astronomical data and observations about the world wound. Okay. So I'm gonna heal before I talk to these people. I don't know if they're gonna attack me. If there's any option for them to attack me, we never know.
A bright future awaits us.
Oh, you'll be surprised. We had enough gear and supplies to fend off the attack. Otherwise, we wouldn't have survived long enough to see your arrival. Oh, hello, Eliandra. The regal Aasimar woman, dressed in priestess robes, bows her head. She has a proud, dignified bearing, but she looks tired. Greetings, I'm Eliandra, the High Priestess of Pulura. Thank you for coming to save my shrine. Tell me about your research. What was it about? Why did Mutasifin want to steal it? That research is our life's work. We have studied the word wound for 100 years. We've been searching for a way to close it. But the demon wanted our research for a different purpose. He aspires to follow the Arilu Vorlef's footsteps. He wants to open a wound of his own. He believed that our research would help him to accomplish this goal. Thank you for putting an end to his evil schemes. We've worked so hard over the past 100 years, I could not bear if our research ended up in the wrong hands. I'd like to see it. It could prove useful. You are welcome to our research. We are grateful that you kept it from falling into the wrong hands. I hope our knowledge will serve a good cause. You will find everything you need on the bookshelves behind me. Nice. She's nice. Okay. Tell me about this place. This is Puller's Fall. Once there were real waterfalls here. You could hear the song of the water as it flowed across the stones. But then the word wound came and stole it all away. The servants of the Shimmering Maiden took shelter here when Sarkoris fell. My lady hid this place from unfriendly eyes and prolonged the lives of everyone inside, that we could dedicate ourselves to an important mission. We have been studying the word wound since the day it came into existence. So you were alive when it opened? What do you know about its creation? More than some, but not as much as I would wish. I've been told the Threshold, the fortress where outlawed spellcasters were held, and where Arilu conducted her monstrous ritual. I even saw the betrayer in the flesh, though only briefly. Arilu was rumored to be a dangerous witch. For many years she had lived in isolation, carrying out a strange experiments in deliberate obscurity, but she was noticed in the end. The best witch hunters tried to capture her, and it is said that many of them perished in the attempt. But when I saw her, she was no longer a dangerous enemy. After many, many days in a dungeon, she was nothing more than a pale shadow. I was told her spirit was already broken when she was brought to the Threshold, and she gave the guards no trouble. However, I think it is safe to say now that her compliance was simply a ruse, a cunning deception. When the wound opened, it shook the world. My Lady Pulera, in her heavenly wisdom, was one of the first to realize the magnitude of the threat and sent her priests a vision, along with an order to run and hide. But many couldn't find it within them to obey this order. How could they leave their beloved homeland, their homes, family, and friends? Many of my brothers and sisters perished, losing a hopeless fight against wave after wave of demons. I was destined for a different fate, and so was my shrine. Lady Pulera hid it from the eyes of the demons. I had a vision telling me about the work that needed to be done to avenge the fall of Sarkoris and rid the world of the word wound. That was when I learned this difficult task would take a century to complete, and that it would require us to make many sacrifices. But I was willing. Tell me about Sarkoris. Oh, she's happy about it. It was a wonderful land, even if many thought it savage and wild. It still lives in my memory, as if nothing has changed. I can see the barges gliding across the surface of the lake. I can smell the fresh air and feel the wind on my skin as it moves through the green forests. Sarkoris was never ruled solely by one person, nor it was governed by a single faith. Clans lived in accordance with their own customs and settled important issues through lively debate in communal meetings. Matters involving the whole country were decided in Is by a gathering of the elders, priests, druids, and chieftains. We worshipped Aristel and Pulera, the spirits of our honorable ancestors, the sanctity of nature, and a dozen different deities and magical creatures. This is what Sarkoris was, the land of freedom. However, that freedom was not extended to all. As I think you know, only the magic of druids, priests, and other divine spellcasters was considered honorable. Those who used arcane magic were treated with suspicion, which grew into hatred. It grieves me to remember this, For our hatred was returned to us in full when the witch Arilu took vengeance on those who had hurt her. Even in the most beautiful countries, hatred and anger breed more hatred and anger. That's true, guys. Learn from this, okay? Learn from this. Hatred and anger breeds more hatred and anger. Pain and sadness breed more pain and sadness. Forget about the last part. There's no demons in real life. Good people summon demons and demons come. Anyway, don't shift the blame for the wrongdoers to their victims. That's also true. Blame? I'm not blaming anyone. Mortals cannot be blamed for what it is in their nature. They are kind, but so ignorant and weak. Thank you. Yow. They desire good, but do bad things. That's true. We are all victims, and no one is to blame for anything. Yet, we still punish ourselves for which is beyond our control. We do it again, and again, and again. And oh my god, I'm feeling so attacked by Amber right now. Anyway, what will happen to the sanctuary now? It breaks my heart to leave this place, but we cannot stay here. The sanctuary was protected by the secrecy of its location. But now the demons know about the temple, and it is no longer a place of refuge. I will lead the survivors somewhere safe, but I cherish the hope that we will return. Someday our waterfalls will sing again. And then I can just attack them for no reason at all. There is nothing to stop me from killing you, nothing at all. And then we fight. I won't do that, by the way. I'm just gonna go.
Oh, shadows, embrace me.
Gonna save. Let's talk to this midlife person. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna, get this loot here. Thank you. Gonna go back. Nice.
No reason to pause.
Now, let's talk to Nura. Did you see his face? What a great joke! But now I have to go. The demons won't be happy if I betray them. Oh, happy that I betrayed them.
Many thoughts, so little time.
Makes more sense. And she's really gone. Okay, let's search this place. Hey, have you played While True Learn? What? While True Learn? Is there a coma? At least, open. Yeah. But no, I have never played it.
This war.
That's much better. Yeah. That is much better.
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
Let's search this. The scientific research of Pillar's stargazers can be found on these shelves. The books and scrolls contain meticulously detailed observations about the movements of the celestial bodies. Nice. Search these ones now. The books and scrolls on these shelves contain information about the research project known as the Northern Lights. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go to the next room. What's in here? Oh, bunch of money. Gee, thanks. Was that it?
Wait for me there, I wonder.
That it? But I don't have all the daggers. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I don't have all the daggers. That is so sad. Oh. This is the Wayfinder. Let's see, do we have any Wayfinder?